Let's see, there we go. Still smoking. There it goes. Now, let's see. That makes a lot of sense. Whoa. Wow. Okay. You guys can see these cards better if I do that. Yeah. Okay. Well, hello. How's everyone doing this evening? So glad to be back. You're all probably wondering, oh my God, she's on so much right now. Yeah, because I'm off work. I'm on a staycation for the holidays. So yeah, I'm gonna put some more time in hanging out with you guys. All right. Anyways, I work a lot. I work a lot. So, and I do have a life too. So, anyways, when I do have lots of time on my hand, well, I don't have. There's plenty of things I could be doing. Trust me. But this is much funner hanging out with you guys. So, and that's not wasn't proper grammar. My mother would die. Okay. So, there's a really cool story in here as the cards were coming out. I could tell though that somebody had a hard journey. And it's funny because then I look here too. And false bribe using your identity wants your life. And when I like get into here, you're gonna be like, holy shit. Because now it's so weird how things just align up right. Um yeah, they just do magically. No matter what. I never worry about the cards coming out. It's a puzzle. The story will unfold how it's meant to. I never worry. I never worry. But anyway, somebody's name is Lily. Okay, and this masculine because he's in the reverse that came out, and it's funny because the divine feminine here, she's in full blown Empress energy. Okay, so I know you've been down a road. Okay, he hangs out though with road hard, put away wet. Community of cats. But this is over. So this is for somebody that you've been through this. This is not going to be so it may not resonate with very many of you. Okay. And this is an extraordinary person. Yeah, very extraordinary individual. It's a Queen of Cups. Okay. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. And I also said, she's her full blown Empress energy. So there is also a Libra and a Taurus, a Leo as well, and a Virgo and a Capricorn. Additionally, okay? So, this is your story. Somebody grew up watching the Brady Bunch too, because this is my story of a lovely lady who, yeah, that whole song is in my head right now. Marsha. So maybe you were kind of like a Marsha. Maybe you grew up in kind of like the Brady Bunch home kind of a thing. Or maybe that's the that's the era you grew up in. So you would be, around my age, probably. You could be a little bit older, a little bit younger. Or maybe you just like that show. But somebody definitely watched that show. I did. I totally watched that show. So did all my friends, you know. Whoever you are, you watched General Hospital, like The Young and the Restless. All my children. Oh, yeah. You did. We all did. Hey, we took off school when Luke and Laura got married. Our moms let us. Yeah. Yeah, we checked out that day and went to my girlfriend's house and we watched it. I mean, it's a big deal. Very big deal. So you're of the same era. I mean, the age group I am from. So anyway, however you are, you're extraordinary. They keep telling me that. I could feel it. You have really, really pretty energy. It's pretty energy. You don't run on a warm energy either. You have a cool energy. So your energy makes people feel like, it's not warm and fuzzy. It's not like that. It's like you cool them off, okay? You have a very peaceful energy. It's not icy. It's cool. It feels good. When I work on people and do Reiki, some people they feel my energy as cold. Some people feel hot, warm. Some people feel cold, cool. It depends on their energy. Whatever, because I'm connecting into the universal source, and I'm the vehicle, the vessel, for them to heal themselves. So whatever energy they run on, that's the energy that comes through me, but universally. So I'm never wearing myself down or wiping myself out. So, but what I'm saying is she has a cool energy. That's her energy. Okay? It makes people feel good though. And it's a pretty energy. It's a pure energy. And at times this person can seem angelic. Okay? So anyway, you were having attacks for a while, my dear. Yes, you're on that Queen of Cups energy. Can't show that card for very long because shows a little skin. YouTube, it's amazing how these rules they put on everybody, but yet there's groups of people doing crazy things inside YouTube. But whatever, we just want to get on that. Look what's accepted in the world. It's funny what they don't want people to talk about because that's the very thing that they're helping try protect. Keep it going. All the bad stuff. But anyways, I keep hearing Grand Trine. You need to go back and watch that last reading because it came up in there. There'll definitely be some messages in that one for you. But your new beginning, it's accelerated emotion now. You have felt stagnant. You weren't stagnant. Like wine, you were ripening. Okay? You're going to have victory. You have Metatron here. Okay? So besides your people picking certain chakras to attack you with, okay? I mean, oh, that's someone's. Your sacral. And your sacral was being used as a generator for people to. So, say you were a series of different men. They all treated you the same way. They all ended up kind of the same way in the end. But it made you feel like you were broken or something was wrong with you. Because that was the intention. You weren't broken. Your picker was off, that's for sure. But you love people and you want to help people and you want to believe the best in people and you know how people can be broken because you have been broken. You've been through a lot of stuff. And so you want to give people the benefit of the doubt. You want to be that person that's been hurt, yes, and been hurt very bad, but you want to be that person that will be remembered for getting back up and fighting no matter what. At whatever cost, you will do it. If people are going to put you in harm's way. And you changed your whole life. You changed your whole life. But I got to get back to this sacral thing. So there was people that paired up at some point and thought it would be funny because who you are, you're spiritual. You've hung out, you've hung out with people very spiritual. You've hung out with people that are not spiritual. That's not what your whole thing is. The person. Do I like this person? Do I enjoy this person? You don't necessarily care what group or they come from or family or organization or whatever they're a part of. You want to know the person. All that other stuff is just part of them. That's not who they are. It's a part of them. You get that. You had to learn this. But you slept with some people and they knew each other. Yeah. I don't think you knew that, but you do now. Okay? And so they slept with each other and other people. And they were doing things like in an animalistic way, I guess is the best thing to say. I don't want to go into this because this stuff just turns my stomach. But anyway, you had alarms going off in your brain, throughout your body. You know that feeling when you're somewhere and you know you shouldn't be there? It's just bad feeling. Like it makes you feel Like emergency, 911, it's not right. You had that several times with these various different people. Okay? Some of them you may have known they were friends, but you didn't know they were sleeping with each other. I just keep hearing it's a crazy story. And they don't want me to get into it and dig into it to those kinds of details, which I could, because it's over. There's no point in rehashing that stuff out, just so to give points so you know more. This is your story. Anyway, that was my point about how they were attacking your sacral. So those days are over. They're cut off. Okay. I heard cut off at the knees. Your ancestors cut them off at the knees spiritually. So, and then, your base. That's your number one there, man. So if they could, block your base, well, you don't get anything. That's like beginnings. It's also endings. It's where it starts. It's where it ends. So they were heavily into this, okay, doing this to you. And like I said, they also like a lot of different people. And you don't. And you never have, you never did. So they knew that because you let them know that, but they led you on to believe that they were like you, and they weren't. So when you guys weren't around each other, or they had strange excuses or strange like things like leaving for this or that, or saying they're at work and they're not, just weird things that you knew about, maybe even sneaking out in the middle of the night if they're at your house. Like, who knows? This person has a very high sex drive. Yeah, very high. But anyways, you have a very bright future. Okay? And you believed, so you are going to succeed. Okay? Sycamore. So the sycamore tree, this is all about expanding. This is about taking chances, broadening your horizons. Okay? So after this happened to you, you went in hermit mode. You put yourself in timeout. You're like, yeah, I've got to fix myself. No one can do it but me. And this time, I'm tired of this pattern of people. It was even your friends. It wasn't just men, it was friends too. You were cycling through different friend groups, and you'd start to feel like you fit in with these people and really have a good time. And before you'd know it, you'd start getting those weird vibes. And you knew what those vibes were underlying by these other people, and you like it. And so, for whatever reason or another, you've had gone through different groups of friends, and you haven't found your tribe. We'll put it that way. You're a very, very, very creative individual. Okay. So, you, you went through paradigm shifts, alchemic mutations. You have been through dark nights of the soul. You've done your shadow work. You have gone through all kinds of different ascensions, and you will continue to. You will continue to. But you have learned to embrace these things, because when you go against them and you resist them, they're worse. Believe me, I know. I've tested it, of course. How can you talk about it if it hasn't happened and you don't know, you didn't feel it and go through it to understand it, to even explain it? And everybody's isn't the same, but at least the majority of people have a lot of the same, what we'll just call symptoms. Okay. But anyways, I keep hearing you're like a hybrid. Human hybrid. They don't want me to say more either. That's going to give you something to think about, they said. It should help you understand some things more. But all this hard work, your passion got ignited again. And this right here, and this tells me too that you grew up at around the same time I did, or you're a little bit older. Not younger, older. Um, because the typewriter here. Anyways, you're, oh my God, you're so creative. Whoever you are, I heard eloquent with words. Okay. You're a genius with words, they said. Eloquent. You're a genius. You have beautiful handwriting. Oh, I wish I did. I have my handwriting. It's not good. Nah. You inspire a lot of people, okay? To find ways to make money, like multiple streams of money. That's just like, you're like a mini entrepreneur. Like you've split yourself up. Okay, I know. That's how I'll explain it. The dolls, they have Russian ones, they have German ones, they have Swedish ones, Swiss ones, Danish ones, and they all come inside of each. They're wood and they're beautifully crafted. There's a name for them. Ugh. I almost bought some because I always wanted a set, and I was at this cool store shopping for Christmas. It's called the Tinderbox, and this is a store that it's been around since like 1929 or something. And it was so funny because I'm sitting there talking with the guy. This guy, he has a crazy shirt on. He's oh, probably 10, maybe 20 years older than me. And we're just chatting it up. And his wife, oh my God, she was so cute. Beautiful woman. And we were just talking, and I'm like, I remember when this store was in Fashion Place Mall, and I was a kid, and my girlfriends and I would always go in there, and we'd buy the craziest stuff for jokes and pranks, things how you could get out of class, get the hall pass, I mean, just, yeah. Anyways, we did funny stuff, and they just always had cool, weird gifts in there, and so I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this store is still around. And it and anyways, and then he has this amazing like cigar, um like cellar. It's like a cellar that you go in, and oh my God, the smell when you walk in there, all the different flavors, oh my gosh, smells so good. But anyway, the gifts are crazy amazing. And oh my God, if that's the place you go when somebody has everything in the world, you will find something for that person there, or somebody that you have no idea what to give them. You'll find something there. It's the coolest store. I was in there forever just looking because it's just the coolest things upon coolest things. And anyway, so I was telling him, yeah, and we used to come into this store all the time when I was like in junior high and high school, and even when we were at the end of grade school, um very, very end. And he goes, yeah. I go, you're the owner now, aren't you? And he goes, it was my family business, so like his parents. I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. Anyways, and he was so like spiffy. He had on, for Christmas, he had on this green, I mean, it was like gorgeous green shirt that this cool print on it. And he thought he was just so cute. And he was very cute for his age and fun to talk to. So anyway, those dolls, okay? Sorry, got way off track there. Um, so those dolls, I'm gonna find out what the name of it is. But they had a couple sets in there, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want one of these. But it's not something I need right now. Anyway. Um, so basically, I'm trying to think of how to explain it. Since the time you were little, think of, because it's a little doll, a bigger one, and and it graduates up. Okay, every time you went through a transformation and you became a bigger one inside there, they would do something to push you down or to bring you back. Okay, this is an effort, big effort. I keep hearing family affair. It was a family affair. So as the years went on, and you got to remember, those dolls are made of wood. It's like a shell. And then you open it up, there's another one inside that shell, and open up another one inside that shell. They always had a shell around you. Okay? Think of it like your own mini dome. Okay? Like you basically, what they're saying, a good way to kind of give you some more ideas, is your life was a lot like feeling like you were hunted, like the Hunger Games. Okay? They always had you in survival mode, defense mode, fear mode, scarcity, poverty, all these kinds of things. And it was created, much of it was created. But regardless of everything, you managed to keep a loving heart, a kind mind, they said. And that's important, because those thoughts that we have sometimes that aren't good in our heads, they'll manifest. So you were very mindful of keeping a kind mind. That's really cool. That is really, really cool, actually. I like that. I really like that. You're sweet. You're a sweet person. You've always been sweet. You don't have like a super nasty side. You don't let people push you to that place. You've spazzed out. You've had meltdowns. You've freaked out before when you were pushed to your brink. But your natural nature is very sweet, very kind. Okay? So, anyways, going back to this, you need to do, I don't know if you need, like, this isn't like me telling you like to journal or anything like that. No, 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 no. This is like a career that you wanted to do. You never, like, something fell through. I don't know if you lost a job, or like an event happened in your life where you didn't have to work anymore. So you didn't, like, you became a mom, a stay-at-home mom, something like that, and you did not ever pursue this. Or if this is something that you've always kept kind of in the back, and you play around with it, but you've always thought it could turn into this, it could turn into that, and you never did anything with it. This is the time. This is the time. And this is going to be awesome. Okay? So this is the time for you to do this. All right? It's like I said before, you're eloquent with words. You're eloquent with words. That's a gift. You know how to use them properly. You also know how to tell a story. You're really good at telling a story, and telling it in a way that people wouldn't, like, when you get a book, and, okay, I'll use this one example that I'm reading right now. Okay. I struggle with reading the Bible, the way it's written, and various other things. And, but I still read passages and things from time to time, and I have my grandmother's, 'cause she gave it to me, and so I cherish that because of that, mostly. But I'm always interested in learning more. I'm always interested in learning more. I love to read. I love to read. I love to learn. So, my mother-in-law, when she passed away, she was a very spiritual person, and she had a lot of books. And my ex-husband gave those to me. And I was so excited because she was one interesting person, smart, interesting. She had a lot of gifts. She didn't ever really share with them about it. She never wanted to really talk about it, but she would if you'd ask her things, But that was her special thing. And, certain people want to talk and certain people don't. So, and, she had a whole life before I was in her life, where she was way into she was a part of like the American Dowser Association. Um, she had groups of people, spiritual groups and stuff. I mean, at one point, she had a copper pyramid, up above her bed. And copper's amazing what it can do for you. And I'm sure back then, um, you know, people thought that was crazy, but I didn't. So, and I knew him as a kid, and I'd heard about it. I hadn't seen it, but I'd heard about it. You know, I never thought it was crazy because I'm so open minded and weird too that way. But anyways, I was been going through these books, and one of them is called The Nine Faces of Christ. It's the quest of the true initiate, and this book is so interesting. It's so interesting. It explains things in such an amazing, really cool way. And it makes you want to keep reading. And whoever wrote it is like you. This person wrote this book so that you don't want to put it down. And the way they're telling the stories is in a way that you feel like you're there. You get it. It just makes so much sense. So you have a gift like this, and you thought it was a hobby. Or, like I said, you could have like got beat out on some kind of a job. And, maybe you're supposed to be like, a journalist, on a platform, or for some kind of a broadcasting station or a news channel. I don't know. But there's something, even a weather woman, who knows? I mean, whatever. It's you with words, and it's you the way you describe anything, the way you tell it, the storytelling of it. It's the mind. It's your mind behind all of this. You're like a little mini genius, okay? So this is super cool. Think about what this man traded. This is crazy. What? Okay? We have Libra here, okay? And it's funny. You roll like the seventh house, and, so this is about spouses. Libras are natural born wives, natural born nurturers, natural born person to always want to help people out, take care of people, be the peacemaker. You'll even be the sacrifice if it's needed for everybody in the family, if that's what it takes. Because family is your big deal, but Libras are good wives, good wives. So if you would have stayed with this person, they would have destroyed your seventh house. Because, your seventh house is about marriages and partnerships, okay? And if you would have stayed with this person, the issues would have been horrible. And this person would have made you have to stay small so they could stay big, okay? So then we have Mars energy here. So, this is about desire, and this is about, moving forward, fast energy, activation. It's activity, it's forward movement, it's courage, it's assertiveness, it's drive. But you have to be careful because this is the god of war, this planet. So if if they're karmic or they're just not in a good frame of mind, this Mars energy will work against them. So, and the god of war, he wanted what he wanted. Okay? He was a driving force. But it also represents a lot of courage. And if you use the Mars energy in the right way, that's how you get over obstacles. So that's how you have used it. Okay? Then we have a Leo here. Oh, we got a Leo and we got an Aries too. Yeah. Virgo, Taurus, and a Capricorn too. So, what all of you guys have going on here is you're using this Pluto energy. And, Pluto was the god of the underworld. So this transformation, regeneration, and you definitely need to go back and watch that reading because there's divine feminine energy in there that she had been mastering the two worlds. So you'll understand that more. Anyway, this is about transformation for all of you. Regeneration, power, death, and rebirth. This is also about your dark side, okay? And learning to surrender it so your light side can absorb it and use it to power up. It's also, you're supposed to destroy negative energy. And with this transformation, you've been using it so that you can heal. This Leo, Aries, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Okay? Creativity, passion, generosity. It comes naturally for Leos. Sincerity, fun, humor. Of course, courage, extra courage. But Leos have to be careful because they will let their failures define them. You got to let those teach you. Kind of like life will be what you make it. So rise and shine. Leos have a tendency to be overachievers, hard workers. They will go the extra mile. They're fun people. Yeah, they have a fun bug. Then we have an Aries here. Okay? This is all about your first house. But this is the house of self and your identity. You have quite the personality, this Aries I'm talking to. And that's funny because you're within your first house here. And that's about you showing your personality to people. And it's about how your personality appears to others. So you have a surprise coming. Your destiny is unfolding, my dear. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. You guys have been in a box. You've been stuck in a box. It's funny. Because I was talking about that shell and the doll. You felt heavy when you had to go through your dark nights of the soul. You felt withered. You were down, you were out. I hear the word useless. You were actually trying to destroy yourself. There's something here about gravity, limitations, physical circumstance. Like, I don't know. I don't get what they're trying to tell me. Gravity, physical circumstances, physical limitations. You pushed yourself so far. They said they had to put you down. So you had some kind of an accident. You had some kind of a hospitalization, something. It wasn't a sickness. Like you crashed yourself. You wrecked yourself. Yeah, you wrecked yourself. And there's something here about your family roots with your life path. So you need to go digging. You need to go seeking. You need to go searching, researching, because there's something about your family roots that's connected to your life path. Okay. So you are the gift, my girls. You're the gift. These divine feminines I just talked about, okay? This is your story. We're halfway there. We're digging. So, you're the gift. Don't forget it, they said. Because now you're going to discover new talents. This is going to lead you to new opportunities, okay? Remember, I said in the beginning, I said that you're like a mini entrepreneur, okay? You're going to help. That's going to be another thing that you do besides all this other, whether you're going to write a movie script, you're going to write a book, you're going to be a journalist, you're going to write a newspaper article, whatever it is. This is going to be another thing, though. Like, you're going to be so busy, you don't have time to date. Yeah, whoever I'm talking to, you don't have time to date. No. Nope. That's off the menu right now, dating for you, okay? Work and hobbies and this life path that you're on. This is a thing of the past, but you have to understand where you came from. Oh, there's going to be a court situation, they said. So, this information will help. So, anyways, you're the true gift, okay? Don't forget it. Knowledge, okay? Remember, without knowledge, you cannot get a good job. You can't develop a good career. You can't be the entrepreneur that you are. You couldn't be the writer that you are. You couldn't be that person that could tell the story as you do or resonate with other people. You also have you could be like if you wanted, you could actually be a counselor. That's how good you are. You could be a counselor. But anyway, you understand this now. That's why this is here. You don't understand you're the gift yet, but you understand what I'm talking about knowledge now. Okay? So, this is not about birthing a child. This is about birthing a new life. This is about birthing multiple incomes. This is about you being a part of the spiritual crew, the ground crew, actively. With the pine tree here, this is all about you being resilient. This is about you standing tall against adversity, okay? Touching the sky. Going, you know what? If I'm the only one out here, I guess I'll be the tallest one out here. Abundance, it's yours. You're going to come into money and you're going to receive some unexpected money. And it's going to be more than enough. And that, whatever this court case is, that's where this is coming from. Fruits of your labor. Fruits of your labor. Yep. Okay. So it's time for you to reap what you sowed. It's time. Okay. Direction. This is here with wealth. And here you are as the Empress. Okay. Yeah. This is part of whatever this damn court battle is. This is part of why this person was brought into your life. These sewer maidens and the other people before that we talked about in the beginning. Okay? You come from money. Okay? I keep hearing something was breached. Breached. Something was breached. Anyways, you're going to get what you solely deserve. And you've got to be careful because you're going to have people coming back towards you that are going to be all apologetic. They're going to want to be your buddy, your friend. But there's going to be people that are going to try to blackmail you when they find out. They wanted me to make that one clear too. But no worries. You're going to have enough money that you're just going to have an attorney that's going to solely work for you and you only and all your little business ventures. Okay? So that's not going to be a problem. And they're going to have you all set up that these types of things. You're not going to have to worry about it. But they don't want you to lose your direction. Okay? Because this is like an amount of money that's going to come to you. This is an amount of money that you've never experienced. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Okay? So, fly right. Fly right. And this is you. You come from wealth. This is generational wealth, though. Your own parents may have not been like super well off, but you always were just fine. You were never looked upon as poor. No. You had everything you needed growing up. You had you had all kinds of opportunities too. Yeah, you did. But oh, I heard they made you the sacrificial lamb. Okay, so let's dig further here. So we're done with you, Divine Fam. This is amazing. You're extraordinary. Like I said from the beginning, you're extraordinary. Very extraordinary. Let's go back. This makes more sense now. These false bribes use your identity, wants your life. What else do we have? We have a counselor. We have a publicist. Ooh, maybe you're supposed to be a publicist. And counselor. Holy shit. What did I say? You heard it. I said you could be a counselor. Someone works for DoorDash. Oh boy. Well, this will explain a lot about the people your family hangs with. Irish bloodline. That's where this comes from. So you got people in the background, part of this deal here that I'm going to dig more deep into. They're trying to convince people that you are not gifted. You should not have this money. You should not be in charge of this. It's like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's a fortune, but it's like you're literally going to be considered like an heiress. All right. Ohio. Hired people to attack you. Full of hate. Human trafficking and organ trafficking. Oh, well, it gets deeper now, doesn't it? Don't be a blessing blocker. Another year down the drain for these people. Oh, look. Adrenochrome. Air Force. Making big moves, though. Yeah, they're on that adrenochrome. Emotionally manipulative. Judge down. There's where this court stuff comes in. Pimp down. Snake in the grass. Acrylic nails. Snake in the grass. Too many options, choices, and vices. WhatsApp and Telegraph are not as secure as these people think. Someone in your life is about to vanish. Federal official hiding they're bisexual. Somebody's from Houston, Texas. They like to do beauty spells. Oh, there's the crazy scientist again. Someone works in a bakery. Tax fraud. Get some names for a sec. Rhett. Sandra. Sandy. Windsor. Nona. JD. Emmy. Camille. Heard Candace. Murphy. Maurice. Mohammed. Richens. Jake. Stacy. Lewis. Lewis has been coming up so much lately. Gates. Thompson. Israel. Jeanette. Josh. James. Kenneth. I don't know where this is at. Oh, there's a city or a town. I keep hearing Kirkwood. Someone lives in Kirkwood. I don't know. Leader. Someone's a leader here. Someone's favorite color is white. Someone plays the cello. This keeps coming out too. Timothy and Robin. Just heard. That was weird. Because I just heard, before I picked it, I noticed that I heard Kent stole the car. Kent. Kent's come up lately too, and then stolen car. Works for a news station. Maybe you're supposed to, maybe this happened. Maybe this is part of this deal, Divine Feminine. Maybe one of you out here got overlooked for a job at the news station. The line has been drawn in the sand. You're being tested, Divine Femme. Somebody's a songwriter. We got Herman. Oh, hold on. Swear to God, no matter how hard I try to keep the message cards and the name cards separate, they even have their own things that they're completely set. They still get mixed up. It's crazy. All right. I heard Lynette, Luther, Meredith, Stewart. This card is not supposed to be in here. We'll talk about that. Ezra, Terry, Hogan. Someone's name is Taurus, Burkus. Someone goes to Berkeley or has a child that goes to Berkeley or a grandchild. Eastman. We got Danny. Kirsten Hext. New Jersey. Someone's got MS. Vegas, baby. Star Wars. Someone loves Star Wars. Someone drives a Toyota Camry. That's come up more than once. Mental midgets. Which reader can we target today? The mental midgets that get paid to do this because they are in a gang stalking program. Okay? These are gang stalkers that they've had their starter kits for quite some time and they're still not doing a good job. Texas, San Antonio. Somebody's a comedian. Someone you know is talking major shit behind your back. Another karmic bites the dust. Middle school teacher, fitness trainer. Someone's about to deliver a low blow to you. Dating an immature little girl. Growing pains. And somebody's got a Hartford life insurance policy out on you, Divine Fam. Yep. July. Death by deception. Holy shit. Virgo. Adjudication. Hacker. You're not toxic enough for this person, collective. They like succubuses. You're not a succubus. Gunnison, Utah. Vessel hopper. Multiple pillow pets. Okay, Divine Femme, you get it now? You get it? Multiple pillow pets. Pillow pets, my dear. Oh boy. Got Thomas, Stephen, Calbert, Monique, Franklin, Wagner, Barnes. Oh, there's Dan again. Mark, Malik, Sophia. Oh, you're dating and sleeping with street meat. Sophia. Eternal love, collective. Eternal love. McCarthy. Patricia. Andy. Solomon. Hal. Haymond. Job. Clarence. Boris. Susie. Eccleston. McKean. Heard that a couple times too. Soto. And Danny. I'm not even. Wow. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, This is a different story. All right, let's get into this, and then we'll move on, because this divine feminine, I think you've taken a whole hour here, girl. You're super important. Okay. Well, there's a couple of you. You know your signs. You're all important. But what I'm saying, this is very important for you guys. But anyway, this karmic masculine, he is blocked. Okay, from communication with you. Yeah, you have. I mean, you have him blocked. Like, even if he tried, it wouldn't go through. You've got him blocked. Okay. He's busy anyways. He's in Karmicville. He's really unhappy. He's hostile. And the universe is not supporting him right now. Okay? And you know what's funny? Because when he started coming out here in the beginning, I just work however I feel like I guided. But it's funny because in the beginning, he's not. I mean, he's in reverse because he's karmic. But look how together he was there. And look at him here. Look what these karmics have done to him. He was a boss man. Not anymore. No, he's a full-blown karmic man. Yeah. His confidence, it's fake. It's fake. So when you have to fake it, you're even a bigger asshole. Okay? So he's taken this leader role to a whole new level. And this is somebody that demands respect from people. He doesn't earn it. He demands it. He expects it. Okay? They've really done a number on him. Okay? And like I said, the universe is not supporting him. Nope. He's in sadness and isolation because he took a deal, Divine Femme. And he thought this material harvest was better than you. And he thought having all these flavors out here to lick anytime he wanted. And they would do anything that he wanted, especially things that were off the chart. Ooh. We'll just say down low things. These girls would totally, no problem. We'll do it. You wouldn't. You would consider that you were degrading yourself. Challenging times he's created. Okay? He would love to reach out to you. See? He would love to reach out. That's you. But he can't. You've blocked him, remember? You made a choice. And he wasn't the choice. You picked the door over here with the light. You didn't pick the other one. And he picked community cats. I mean, they look good. Look at them. But inside, ugh, that's a whole nother deal. You know? He doesn't have to brown bag these ones to sleep with them. But as soon as he's done, oh yeah, there's nothing to be talking about. Are you kidding me? He'll get dumber. He cannot afford to lose any more brain cells. He can't. No, he can't. No. These women have attachments on him, man. And think about how many he's been with. They've all had an attachment. So think how many attachments he's got now. Oh, yeah. Dogwood in reverse. This is stamina. Dogwoods, they can grow pretty much in anything. Yeah, pretty much. Okay? They can grow in some of the worst conditions. Okay? There's all kinds of different dogwoods, but the whole point is you hung in there. Your progress was slow and steady. His was fast, and it ended as soon as it began, basically. I mean, it went on for a while. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But there's no longevity there. None whatsoever. Okay? These women, there's one, he really believed that this was way better deal than you. Plus, it came with money, honey, and all kinds of other things. Perks, lots of perks, man. Okay? Dangerous ones. Storms. That's what these women did to him. And this is just two of them. But these are like the main two that he really liked the most, okay? And they're very karmic, okay? One of them loves to live on the wild side. And, you know, there's the gambling card over here. We got dice here. She probably has a gambling addiction. She probably loves to go to Vegas, baby. We had Vegas. Remember? Vegas, baby came out. So she probably likes to go to Vegas. And there's nothing wrong with that. But he doesn't want to do it all the time. And she gets out of control. This one here. Okay? She brings danger where she goes. She creates danger, they said, where she goes. Okay? And she takes crazy risks. Okay? She's very difficult to, this is a very difficult to control person. And they said whatever she's on at the time. And this one over here is much more controlled. So he's got like two opposites here. Okay? This one, she brings all kinds of storms with her. She's not dangerous like this one. This one can get him killed. Okay? But he kind of likes that. Yeah. I mean, she'll have him do things that nobody would ever do with him. Okay? And I'm not talking just sexual. I'm talking like stuff that just stuff that it can get you killed. You know? She's crazy. Okay? And she knows crazy people. And this one over here, she's more controlled. Okay? She likes to be professional. She will deliver her dagger in a much different way. You wouldn't see it coming. This one, oh, you'd see it. She comes on fire. She comes on fire, okay? This one, oh no. No. Very controlled. Now, this one would poison you. Okay? This one would just outright take the dagger that she hides and she'd just stab you right with it. No problem. This one would roofie you, though. She wouldn't poison you. This one, she'd poison your ass. Oh, yeah. Yep. This person doesn't like mistakes. This feminine, okay, does not like mistakes. She's got a lot of Virgo in her chart. This one's got a lot of Capricorn, but that's not their sun signs. One's a Sagittarius and one's a Scorpio. Okay? But they're karmic. They're very karmic. Okay? And they're both mentally not well. Okay? They're mentally not well. And that's interesting. So one of them's having bladder issues too. Yeah. One of them, bladder issues. So bladder issues are caused from holding in your emotions, okay? And it's also about control. Bladder issues. And it's also about not having the willpower that you used to have. And it's about facing fears and coping with struggles, disappointment. So one of them here is having bladder issues. And they're saying that's not what it is. It's from I had too many kids. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm getting older. No, that's not what it is at all. Okay. But both of these women right now are super duper sensitive. Okay. They're going to go through some really bad dark nights of the soul that are going to psychologically screw these two up. And I'm sorry, it is funny because these two are terrors, man. These are terrors. These are not, this is the Mean Girls Club. All right? Yeah, this is the Mean Girls Club. She's going to head it up, though, because she has to be in charge, this one over here. This one, she's too busy partying and doing all kinds of weird shit, okay? This one here, oh, hell no. She wouldn't let her be in charge because she knows she's too crazy and she'd make mistakes. She hates mistakes, this one here. She's got a ton of Virgo in her chart too, okay? She's a list maker, okay? She's a, yeah. She kept this masculine on task. She kept him in order. This one here played on his whole crazy side. His adventurous side, his sexual side, his lustful side. And you don't believe me, she's got some crazy stuff going on too in her little cat suit behind the scenes, okay? And her chains and whips. But she's controlled. That's why she likes that. Because that's control. Okay? Anyways, they're both these aren't these are not well individuals. Okay, they got rabbit cooker energy. They're both beautiful though. They're both beautiful, very attractive. Yeah, very attractive. Nice bodies. Yep. So, um, this one tends to be more optimistic. That's the um, and she's more logical. Okay, this one feels. Okay, she feels everything. So, this is the crazy one is the Sagittarius over here, and the one that has to have everything in control is the Scorpio. Okay, so of course the Saggy over here is going to be a lot more fun than this one, but this isn't good that both of them are karmic right now, like severely karmic and mentally not doing well. Because when you have a Scorpio that's not doing well, that's full on rabbit cooker right there. Okay? That's not good. No. No, no, no. Mm. And when you have a Sagittarius that's out of control, and this danger, crazy sexual energy here, you better hide your husbands, your fathers, your brothers, your nieces, and yeah, your nieces, your everybody. You just better hide them all. Okay? This Sagittarius though, she's generally, because Sagittarius they're such fun people. They usually have amazing senses of humor. They're very generous people, naturally idealistic, um, unless they're karmic, and then they're whack jobs. Um, they love to be free spirits. Love to be free spirits. They can be optimistic when nobody else can. When everybody's just grouchy, ornery, mean, doubtful, negative, they can be positive. Okay, and they rule. If they're upright, they roll around in the energy of, good things will happen to good people because they'll draw it to them. So just imagine this person right now, how ugly they're being. Okay, they want to tie people down, but they don't want anyone to tie them down because they're in the reverse. But they want people to be tied down to them. But and in reverse like this, they like multiple people. Okay. And they're in reverse, she's expecting people to be generous to her, but she doesn't have to be generous back to people, okay? This Scorpios tend to be like loyal to their own downfalls, to the wrong people, okay? Smart people. Ingenuity, strength, courage, passion, great friends. Scorpios will be your best friend ever, and they will be a loyal friend, and they will be your ride or die. They will stick up for the person no one will stick up for. And they won't stop. Um, they're great leaders. They're very driven. They're creative people. They're very intelligent people. They're deep, 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 deep. Very deep. Great conversationalists. And can they tell a story? Oh, can a Scorpio tell a story? And they'll get lost in it. And they'll go off track like I do. I'm a Libra Scorpio, so yeah. But the greatest thing about Scorpios, I think, they have such an inner connection because they're so deep to the other side. And that's why most people don't get them. And they can be horribly intimidating. Horribly intimidating. And they're usually very beautiful people. So, this sweet pea here is being super fake, trying to control people. Okay? When a Scorpio is in reverse like this, they're going to be, I just heard this person, they show this controlled side, but they have almost that S&M sadistic side when they're karmic. Okay? when this person's around, everyone's happy. When this person is karmic, no one's going to be happy. No one. If she's not happy, no one's going to be happy. Okay? So, yeah. And if you have a Scorpio that's karmic and out of control like this, they're going to be a backstabber. They're going to be your worst friend. And if you've ever told them any deep dark secrets about you, oh, they've already told everyone. Yep. Yep. And this Scorpio being in reverse, she's going to come off overconfident, over secure, but really inside, she is a little girl crying out and insecure. Upright, best friend ever in the whole world. Doesn't have to demand attention. Just by being in the room, you get it. But when you're in reverse, like this person is, she demands it, okay? So, this explains the two that he was torn between. I feel like there's more. I feel like he's had many. But, like, these two were the main two, okay? But you were the love of his life, Divine Feminine. It was you. It was you. But he traded you. He traded you. Okay? And you know it was for money. Clout. And he really thought all these good times with these people would replace you and that he would forget you. And he had all kinds of moments of forgetting you and not missing you. And then this got old. It got real old. And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work doing this kind of stuff. Okay? It might look fun. Yeah, for a while. Then you're just breeding all kinds of problems. So these women had a strategy when they found out about you. And they blocked you. But their strategy has now failed. It was temporary. They didn't make smart moves because they're both so out of control here. Aha, here we go. So he as well comes from some kind of a legacy. And the family he comes from, they have a lot of leverage, resources. Okay? They got a lot of investments. They have an empire. That's what this is with the Sequoia. So he comes from family legacy and they have quite an empire. And then you come from a royal lineage line. And we know someone is Irish here. But he used to be really good with managing himself, managing his money, okay? This family, being connected to them and this legacy, he had a lot of independence. He had everything at his fingertips, okay? He may have a black cat, or he may just like cats. But he thought his security for the rest of his life and his finances was guaranteed. Because he was depending on that. But he got out of control. And now he's going to be going to court. So, he's been forced. Yeah, this isn't, look, success and growth in reverse. Balance in reverse. Wisdom in reverse. But look, he's having to face his shadow now. So, ooh, he's going through a bad deal, man. Oof. He sure was confident, though. Oh, yeah, he was for the longest time. He went too far. Yeah, he made his dreams, a reality for everyone. He did. He was busy running around, fluffing himself up, going, look at me, look what I can do, look what I can do, look what I can have, look what I can make happen. And there's the gambling card again, too. So, one of these women and him, they like to gamble. And maybe somebody lives in Vegas. Maybe they just don't go to Vegas. They may have a place in Vegas. His family, who knows? Or he might. He might have multiple homes, multiple cars. I mean, he comes from a legacy, family legacy here. So, but this is excessive gambling. This isn't just going a couple times a year, going gambling, or for a weekend here and there. Oh no, this is gambling all the time. This is a full-blown addiction. And this is on gambling on the level of hands that, like, you know, when you've been to a casino and there's certain games going on that are behind curtains only, certain people can be invited to play in those things. It's that kind of a level, okay? And someone here plays in a lot of tournaments, okay? Someone signs up for tournaments at casinos too. But too many risks. Yeah, abundance in reverse. Abundance in reverse. And endurance in reverse. Yeah. So, nobody was patient here. They wanted the rewards now. Now. Not later. Now. And damn it, I have the means to it, so I should be able to do it and have it. That was his attitude. He spoiled the shit out of, holy moly, they just said his horse. Anyways, he spoiled them. And he neglected the divine feminine. He blew her off. He brushed her off. He pretended that she just didn't exist anymore. Well, they got into some serious stuff here. Okay? I heard he wasted away his inheritance. He wasted it away. A lot of adventures. Business ventures as well, besides adventures. Sorry, I had to get that straight. But they went wrong. They went wrong, horribly wrong. And the reason why they went horribly wrong is because he's greedy, arrogant, self-entitled. And he's never apologized or tried to make anything right that he did to this divine feminine. And now it's too late. It doesn't matter. But there was a window of opportunity there. It's basically for his own self-preservation. You know, maybe save his dignity. He probably thinks he can buy his dignity. So I don't really think he cares much. However, divine femme, this is over for you. This is a thing of the past. You've moved on. Like, you're not looking back. And you're not going to. Did I say earlier? Somebody owns an art gallery that someone's family's connected to. Or funneling money through an art gallery. Feds already know about it. Okay, we have Bethany, Rosa, Tamra, Cal. We've had Cal a couple times. Abel. Look, Cain and Abel. Holy moly. So, there's a Cain and Abel story in your life as well, divine feminine. Holy shit. You really been through it, girl. Melanie, Lowry, Stace, Navarro, Barbara, Delaney, Emil, Erica, Sally, Sandra, Donnelly, Brian, her Deidre and Deanna, Aaron, Ambrose, Bruno, Joey, Giles, Journey, it's her Jeremy again, Caleb, Carl, Haley, Sharon, Roberto, Brady, Twain. Twain's come up quite a bit. Mick. Mark. Mark's come up a lot. Dorothea has come up a lot. Dorothy. Stan. May. May's come up a couple times. Lenore has come up a couple times. DeSantis has come up a couple times. Clint and Lance. So hopefully that helped you guys out. That was a crazy story there, Divine Feminine. I didn't believe it was going to turn into all that. But you know me, I'm a talker, man. And once I get going, the messages just come with the cards and everything. And especially when you see the stories about somebody that's really been through something. And you've turned, like, they want me to tell you again, you're extraordinary. That's what I'm going to name this. You're extraordinary. That's going to be the title. So Divine Feminine, don't forget, you're extraordinary. And you did it. You did it. And don't forget it. All right, guys. Have a good night. And I'll talk to you soon.